welcome to the little interview that we want to make to Ignacio Mañero, the founder, co-founder and CEO of KMINA, or Next Investment, together with the report that you have just below. We're going to have a little interview to introduce you to Ignacio, and for him to tell with his own words what they're doing at KMINA, a very interesting opportunity. Thank you for your time, and thank you for allowing us into your adventure. Ignacio, welcome.
Thank you.
So first of all, we would like to know you a bit better. Who is Ignacio, and why did he decided to put together KMINA and launch KMINA?
Okay, yes, I will introduce myself. I studied industrial engineer in Madrid with a specialization in mechanics. Then I worked in a startup in Latin America, and then I came back to Madrid to start working in PwC, in PricewaterhouseCoopers, where I met my actual co-founder, Alejandro Baño, and we always were seeking to launch our own company. And in the meanwhile, I patented one crutch, one walking aid for disabled people. And I have that products that could get into one big market, that is the market for dependent and elderly people. So I proposed him to launch KMINA with me, and before quitting our jobs in consulting, we went to see one of the most prestigious traumatologists from Spain, that is Jaime Usabiaga, and he was our first investor, so we can launch the company in 2016. So then we quit our jobs in 2016. We launched our first product in 2017, and 2018 was our first full year in sales.
So you actually patented a crutch, some of the crutches, because you had some sports injury, right?
Yes.
What was the sport you were practicing? Just by
I was practicing a lot of football since I was a child.
Football.
And in my lifetime, I have been injured like, I don't know, 5 times at least with the ankles. So I have been using crutches a lot, and I couldn't believe why it could haven't been developed something better than the standard crutch.
Yeah. Thanks God you had some injuries. You put together the best crutches possibly ever. So let's define KMINA for the people that don't know. What is KMINA? What's its value proposition to its customers?
Yes, so we decided to launch it because the market is huge. There is a lot of elderly people and dependent people that is going up, is increasing the market every year. And also because we wanted to launch a company, not only because of the profitability, but also trying to impact in the society. So those two things were our best drivers to quit our jobs and start KMINA. With the value propositions that we found was that there was a lack of innovation in this orthopedic industry, because all the companies didn't invest in R&D, in a lot of in research and development. So that was our first value propositions, and afterwards we realized that there was another one that was even bigger. That is that most of the companies have worked really good the offline channels, but there was a lack of innovation also in the go-to-market in the digital channels. So we have been specialized in the digital part, and we have escalated and grow our company focused in that part as well. So that the digital part and the lack of innovation are the two main things that create value to this industry.
Yeah. No, it's been amazing. I mean, you see the growth. So thanks to digitally oriented mindset and the innovation, you don't have 1 or 2 patents anymore. Let's talk about the big milestones in the last couple of years that you've achieved together with the growth, indeed.
Yes. So when we launched it, since 2018 till last year we passed the 20 million milestone in revenue. We have also passed 200 products, from one product to more than 200. And we have registered or patented designs and products up to between 15 and 20 products. That's in terms of products. In terms of markets, we have grow to the whole Europe. We have grown to the whole North America, USA, and Canada, with headquarters in USA and in Spain. That we can also, from Spain, we can go to Europe, and from the US in Delaware, we have a warehouse. We can go to USA and Canada. We are also opening the Asia market with Japan, and now we are entering into India. And in terms of team, we have grown up to between 40 and 50 people right now.
Again, congratulations, because you've had an amazing growth, but always with an efficient use of the cash. So we've seen every year, profitability, not huge because you're reinvesting a lot in your growth, and you've been needing some money because of your working capital and other things, but not because of the profitability of the company, and that's not easy. So congrats. What's coming up? What would be the big milestones you would like to achieve in the next year, couple of years?
Yes. So right now we have passed the 200 products. In the next years, we want to get into new categories like wheelchairs that we are already starting, scooters for elderly, rehab product for elderly and dependent people, furniture for the house for elderly people. So we have a lot of categories that we want to continue growing. Our objective is to get about 500 products in the next years, and also continue growing markets. That are the two main drivers that drives our growth. More products and more markets. We are getting into Asia, as I was telling, and we want to continue growing both markets and products.
Okay, perfect. So finally, I would like you to share why you believe. Well, first, the uses of this round of financing. What would be? I mean, you've given some hints, but what would the two, three main uses of the funds you're raising now?
Yes, mainly it will be deployed for more products, both in research and development. There are some products that we want to develop ourselves, like some wheelchairs that we are already developing, and scooters for elderly that we want to develop in-house. So that research and development requires a lot of funds. Also, the working capital. We are a product-based company, physical product-based company. So we need to invest also in working capital, in stock, so we can get that stock to those markets and continue growing sales. So the stock requires also capital and branding. There is a big opportunity here in our industry. Most of the companies have been just buying stock and selling without building brand. So we have a good opportunity to build brand that is also really aligned with product, because with good product and good service, you can build a good brand. So we will invest in brand, not only with product, but also with other channels that we are going to grow, like the B2B that we are passing right now through 1 million in revenue. We want to continue growing the B2B channel as well, and start even opening new channels like our flagship store of KMINA, that will also not only continue growing sales, but also continue growing brand.
Perfect. So, okay, for the more financiers out there that are watching this interview, so the capital round is not really directed towards working capital, but this capital round, they make a very intelligent use of this capital round to leverage the lines of credits and other financial products they have for working capital proposals. So our round of financials should increase by 3 to 5 times more their capacity to work with banks for working capital, and they do that very well. So thank you.
Yeah.
So last but not least, Ignacio, why do you think it's a nice opportunity for investors that join the company now? I mean, the ones the previous were probably be very happy, but the new investors now, why do you think it's a very good opportunity?
Yes, yes, it is true that it's not the seed stage. We are in growth, but we still have a good opportunity for investors because we have a really good executive team in each of the fields that we require to continue growing this. We have the ambition as well to not only get here but build a really good and big company in our industry, and the market is also growing. So we have everything going in the same direction, and with the investment, I'm sure that with the opportunity will be good.
Well, thank you very much, Ignacio, for your time. Congrats on the execution and the company you are conducting, and eager to join you at KMINA. Thanks again.
Thank you, Gonzalo, and thank you for your support.